Good morning. My name is Technical Sergeant Lacey Lawson from the 88th Medical Group at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in cold Dayton, Ohio. Today, I want to discuss leadership, more specifically, a project that I was a part of that utilized teamwork and leadership skills. During this presentation, I want to discuss how team performance concepts were utilized based on the needs of the team, how leadership and management skills were applied to lead team members, how we manage diversity of the diversity of our team, and finally, how we utilize project management skills to complete this project. To start, let's discuss the project that was being completed. The project that I want to discuss during this briefing was the Medical Group Change of Command Ceremony Committee. I want everyone to keep in mind we were in uncharted territory as we were doing this project during the beginning stages of coronavirus. This was something that none of us had any experience with. While many might think this does not qualify as a project, it in fact does. This had a dedicated start and stop date. To begin, there was a project lead dedicated from the first day of planning. She developed a schedule with specific tasks and broke down all of the different sections into their own committees. She then sent out an email asking for volunteers to become committee leads. Essentially, each person would run a portion of the committee for things like manpower, parking, reservations, and so on. Being a creator, I quickly volunteered to head the manpower team, as I love to talk to people, and we were in charge of getting ushers for the ceremony. Some of the team concepts we used during our project included using preferred team roles in communication. Not only did we have to provide ushers, but also the proffer and the MC was a part of my scope of responsibility. The biggest task we were assigned was figuring out how to screen guests, family, and friends for COVID symptoms prior to letting them enter the ceremony. We held open auditions for the MC and the proffer, and for those of our team members that felt as though speaking wasn't their strong suit, they were able to volunteer for other tasks, such as being the usher, assisting in parking, or assisting with the COVID screening line at the door. We needed medics specifically to assist with the screening as temperature checks were required during this time. I was able to make connections and utilize medics from another committee leads department to assist with the COVID screening. We also designated a runner from the parking lot to the auditorium so that we had constant communication with all of our team members. How did leadership and management skills play a role in this project? I'm sure that's what everyone wants to know. To start, we had weekly meetings led by the project manager. All committee leads were expected to be in attendance. In these meetings, we discussed the original plan as well as the milestones we needed to be hitting. For example, on day one, the reservations team was told all hotel rooms needed to be booked for family members traveling from outside of state by a specific date. During these meetings, the project lead followed up and ensured that the specific team was able to meet these milestones. If they were having issues with reservations or getting in touch with family members, it was something that was touched on during these meetings. We ensured at each meeting that every committee member was meeting their milestones that were expected of us. If we ran into any issues, we were able to discuss and work through the solution during these weekly meetings. They were very important for our progress. She used not only her positional power as committee lead to get information to us, but also her personal power as well. She was super friendly and very charismatic, which made us want to attend her meetings and help her out as much as possible. She also gave us constant praise and feedback to assist with our own personal planning. With my committee, I also used positional power, being the committee lead, but made sure to use personal power as well to motivate my people. I ensured their leadership was informed of the outstanding job that they were all doing. We all had great rapport and really enjoyed working with each other. Our environment was super positive and upbeat, and we were all filled with enthusiasm. We did have some diversity in our group, but we managed it well. We used mutual respect for one another We all chose to listen to the thoughts and opinions of our teammates and discuss the issues that arose in a professional manner. Everyone's voice was heard within our committee. With my committee, we utilized project management concepts by having a plan. We set forth what tasks needed to be completed and how we were going to complete them. We assigned each person to a role and discussed how they were going to work in that role. We also assessed our risks. An example of my team and I assessing our risks would be, we were taking temperatures at this time and screening for COVID as discussed previously. We discussed what would happen if someone had a temperature or if they had symptoms of COVID. Where would we send them? Would they be allowed to attend the ceremony? Do we let them in? Do we send them to get a COVID test? Ultimately, we came up with a plan to mitigate those potential risks. We informed those that were screening where to send these people. Luckily, we did not run into this, but we did have a plan if it did happen. We also discussed who would usher which DV in their family so there wasn't any confusion when they showed up. Ultimately, this was a very positive and enjoyable project that I was able to be a part of. I'm grateful that I learned some project management skills and leadership skills as well. We made the best outcome by utilizing these skills that we had all learned. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to my project and presentation, and I hope everyone has a fantastic remainder of their day.